Welcome to the Capital Spreads Weekly Update. Today is Wednesday the 16th of November 2011, and it would seem a week on that things really haven't changed very much in the course of the last few days. FTSE is around 5,500, Dow just below 12,000 at 11,970. The Euro's probably suffered the most, but not all that much. It's at 135.00. Cable also, some bad news for sterling today, but it is a little bit weaker. 157.60 for cable. Gold also has suffered a little bit. You would have thought that the safe haven favourite might have done well out of the recent uncertainty in financial markets, but it's dipped back from 1800. It's at 1760, and Brent also a little bit weaker than a few days ago. It's at 110.70, and really very much still a lot of uncertainty surrounding financial markets. We've got the announcement of a new Italian government today. We've got confidence votes in Greece as well, the new government that's formed there. But really the highlight of the week so far, and certainly today, has been UK focused, and the very bearish Bank of England inflation report that was announced to the market did cause a bit of a sell-off earlier this morning. So the downgrade to UK growth is relatively severe, and it's very much the thinking from the Bank of England that will bring inflation right back down from 5%. We saw it dip from its high yesterday, but very much the Bank of England expects inflation to come back even below the target of 2% in a couple of years' time. So obviously their downgrades to growth forecasts for next year also come at the same time that unemployment has risen once again in the UK. So not a pretty picture for the UK outlook. But also this week we've really seen the bond yields on Spanish and Italian 10-year government bonds fluctuating quite dramatically. For Italy, they've been going above and below 7%. This, of course, is the crucial level which seemed to have triggered the requirements for bailouts of Greece, Ireland and Portugal in the past. So there's still a lot of uncertainty, there's still a lot of fear. But what also has been interesting is that in the US, really the economic data has been relatively robust. We saw some better than expected retail sales yesterday, and just now we've had some much better than expected industrial production numbers, which has helped lift the market from its lows. So how are the markets? How are the clients playing the markets? Well, they've been chopping and changing positions very much. It looks like at the moment, on the whole, they're long the FTSE and the DAX. Last week they were short US indices, but the position looks pretty flat now, so undecided on the US markets. For currencies, very much change there. They are now long the euro and short the dollar, so opposing the euro weakness at the moment. They continue to be long gold despite its little retracement, and also for oil, last week they were short, but this week they're long. The rest of this week, not really much to focus on. Obviously there will be there's a feeling that every single financial market and every single trader investor is watching those government bond yields for Italy and Spain. So we'll have to keep an eye on those to see how things progress. But also in the UK, on the economic data front, we've got retail sales which are expected to decline, so we'll keep an eye out on those as well. The theme of this week, well, it has to be changes to the governments in Greece and Italy. Italy, of course, they have installed Super Mario, as he's known there, Mario Monti, who is an ex-banker, and he has at the moment forming a government of technocrats. So it's very much a question of whether he'll gain support, be able to push through budget changes in order to rein in the big debts that Italy have. And then, of course, in Greece there are various votes of confidence for the newly formed temporary government that is due to try and push through other budgetary reforms as well, so that Greece can get its next tranche of bailout money, which is crucial for it to avoid a bailout or avoid a default in December. So we will have to focus on how those new governments are going to act in order to try and temper the nervousness that remains within financial markets. That's it for this week. As ever, do give us feedback, media@capitalspreads.com.